Um, I thought I'd clear some things up. Um, I can't remember what day it was because it's been a busy weekend, but last week it was probably Friday, Thursday, I don't know. I received some malicious messages on my channel. They went into held for review. They were all from the same person. You won't have seen them because they went in held for review and I didn't publish them, obviously. Um, this person had called for people to report me um, for fraudulently receiving disability benefits, um, and then going to Canada, um, and was calling for people to, write and report me in France or in the UK. Um, it made me laugh. Actually, it made me laugh. It's also pissed me off, but it made me laugh because I just thought you're so fucking up the wrong tree. Um, and I haven't said anything. Phil said to me, "Don't respond." I didn't respond. I haven't responded, as you've seen. But it's reached a point where there is someone threatening me on the Yahoo address, um, a different person altogether, and whining that um, and whining. I can't remember what he was threatening me with now because it's just like, oh, for goodness sake. Um, but I wanted to just clear some things up. I'm not disabled. I'm not disabled. I have pain. And some days the pain is worse than others. Some days I find it hard to do the things I'd like to be able to do around the house. And other days I'm able to do more. Um, Hopefully, with the new medication, I'm in a better position. My hands were really painful last night, but that's because I went to the osteopath and he decided to work on this thumb. Um, so that was really uncomfortable. I got a bit scared he was going to work on this hand because this is my worst hand, but he didn't. I don't know why he's working on my thumb. It's some sort of reflexology thing, I think. Um, so yeah, I'm not disabled. I don't claim benefits. And even if I did, I said this, didn't I, the other day about Barbara? Does it mean that you can't have a holiday because you claim benefits? Does it mean there's lots and lots of people that judge people that are on benefits, and they look at how they're living and they go, oh look, they've got a flat screen television, or look, they've got this and look, they've got that. Oh, they smoke, or they shouldn't be having that. And it's like it's like, not only are you on benefits and you're living on the probably with very lower rungs of society, but you're not allowed to have any pleasure. So yes, this happened last week, and it's been. I spoke to Jules about it, who is Jules from Tattle, and she's published it on Tattle. I thought, oh, that's what Aidan was whining about. He's whining about she's published it and it's got my email address on it, and I share that with my wife. And I'm thinking, well, how sad is that you share your email address with your wife? Get your own email address if you want to threaten people. Um, and then this morning, I've received an email in my proper email, because Yahoo is it's not my personal email account. It's an email account I opened for people to be able to contact me outside of YouTube. People that, when I thought I was going to stop vlogging, they wanted to stay in touch, which was fine. And I am in touch with people, and it's really nice. I get some really nice emails from them. Um, um, and So I've received an email this morning into my proper email account, and it isn't attacking me, but it's a bit spooky because it's like I haven't published my email address. I'm guessing there's places that you can find email addresses, but it's just what's curious is I'm a small channel, really small, 2,700 subscribers, I think. It might be, I don't know. Might be less than that, and I'm really small. But I feel like the attack is coming from the chateau, and I don't talk about that anymore. I've unpublished anything um, on my YouTube about the chateau because I wanted to move on. You know, I stopped doing the vlogs, and then I thought, no, I will start again, and then I get all these flying monkeys coming in, and um, why? Why are they attacking me? I'm not really doing them any harm. And I couldn't do them any harm. I'm small. I don't know how many subscribers they've got. I know they're much smaller than my son's channel. Um, but I'm small. Why are you kicking me? Well, you're not kicking me because you're not touching me really. Um, so I thought I'd just sort of say that's what I'm being dealing with over the weekend, along with other stuff. My daughter's been here. She was here on Friday through till Sunday. So it was quite distracting having another person in the house. It's really weird. I like her being here. I like seeing her, but it's really weird when you live just as a couple, the two of you, and then there's another person in the house. So yeah, that's been the weekend, and that's it really. I went to the osteopath yesterday. It's it's not osteopathy as I know it. I'm hoping that it's helpful. It's difficult to measure it really because um, I started the new drug, or the new delivery of the drug slightly increased. So it's difficult to measure the impact of the osteopathy, which I think is reflexology more than anything. I think he did some cranial stuff because a lot of my pain is around my I can't right scapula and my neck. So he did some work there. I feel quite comfortable this morning. I watched yesterday, and I will link to it. I watched three of these because my go-to gurus for health, food, and health are Professor Spector, Tim Spector, and Michael Mosley. And Tim Spector was having a conversation with Dr. Rupi, who is also a health food guru. So I started to follow him, and I watched a couple of vlogs yesterday whilst I was playing my game, and I watched one about coffee, which I'll put a link to in the description, and it's fascinating, absolutely fascinating. And a few days ago I'd said to Mark, for some reason I'd got an idea in my head that coffee was inflammatory, when actually it's completely the opposite. It's anti-inflammatory. Um, and I'm always sort of quite restrictive with coffee because I'm always needing to go to the loo. I'm quite restrictive with coffee because obviously caffeine is going to make me pee, and here I am, not far short of 68 years old, suddenly realising, hold on a minute, it's the caffeine that makes you pee. You could still have the coffee if you had it decaffeinated. Dumb, I know, but I got there. So the vlog I was watching yesterday was talking. Dr. Rupi was talking to an English guy who runs a company called, or created a company called Exhale, and talking about all of the benefits of coffee, and they're amazing benefits of coffee. Um, Talked about the polyphenols in a cup of espresso and comparing them to a punnet of blueberries. So espresso has lots of polyphenols in it, which are really good for you. Antioxidants are really good for you. Talks about the coffee. The higher the altitude that the coffee is grown at, the better it is for you because it's had to work hard. The plants had to work hard. And Dr. Mosley was not Dr. Mosley. No, Phil Spector was Tim Spector. I said Phil Spector the other day. Tim Spector was saying that about vegetables vegetables that are grown in difficult conditions are better for you because they've had to work harder. And I know this is digressing a bit, but talked about iceberg lettuce, which is very common, I think, in North America, the iceberg lettuce, which is really tightly packed, and it's got no nutritional value at all. It's just water, and because it's so tightly packed, apparently the more open leaves, the more coloured leaves have much more nutritional value because the more open they are, they've had to work harder at defending themselves because they're not all closed in and protected. Anyway, that's a digression. So I'll link to the coffee one. It's really interesting. It's quite long, but I was doing something else and I kept coming back to it, and it's worth watching. I went out yesterday before the osteopath and went to the organic shop down in Memorial and bought some decaf, because organic's important as well. So altitude it's been grown at, organic obviously, and also how it's been cleaned. I can't remember that bit. I wanted beans because it's better, obviously, to grind as you go. Grind the beans, because it's really fresh then. But I couldn't do that this time. But I will look and source some beans for next time. But so it means that I've had caffeine this morning, but not much because it was out of the. Oh, the other thing I knew before, somebody had told me, paper filters take away the really good oils in the coffee. So you put it through a paper filter, you're losing the goodness of the coffee. Having said that, I'm going to go and make myself an espresso now because what I had was filtered coffee this morning. I'll have that, and then that's it. It's only 10 to 8. I've been up since 6. I'll have that, and then for the rest of the day, when I want a coffee, I'll have decaf. So I'm really pleased about that. I've replied to some emails this morning which have been sitting there for, what day is it? Oh, at least a week, and it's good to reply to them and chat to people. So I hope that they receive those. Well, of course they will. That's a bit stupid, really, isn't it? But they will. Okay, so it's Tuesday. We've got nothing on all week, which is really nice. Just gonna not do a lot, really. No art. It's half term. Yeah, no art this week, no art next week. I might even do a bit more of my lighthouse painting. Now I've worked out that I can use a ruler. Because when I first did art with Cleo, I was making, I can't remember what I was doing, and a couple of times I said I'm going to use a ruler. And she said, oh, no, you don't want to use, oh, I do want to use, no, you don't want to use a ruler. So I've gone on for 4 years not using a ruler. And then when I was doing the Abbey, she encouraged me to use a ruler. So I'm gonna, I might do some more of that painting that's been sitting on the easel for weeks, when I feel inspired, and see if I can get a lighthouse on that rock. We'll see. Not a crooked one, and not one that's got wider and wider as I've tried to straighten it. The good thing about that is with a canvas is that if it all goes wrong, you can paint over and then start again. So it's never a problem. So it's just a painting in progress. Anyway, have a good day. Have a good Tuesday. Yes, I think we're all on the same day at the moment because it's so early in the morning. And take care. Don't let the trolls get you down.